Sassy Scorpios, thank you for joining me. This is Jenny. We're going to look at your tarot messages with my Oracle Unknown Situation deck for the month of August. I hope you're doing fantastic. Thank you again for being here. Let me cut the deck. I will pull three main cards, past, present, future, from my Oracle. This is a new way of reading. Now I decided to do something different for August. And then we will clarify with my tarot deck. With my main tarot deck. Let's see what is going to come out. Up to now, really interesting readings. Let's see what the Scorpios are hiding. What's in the past? What was in the past for Scorpios? Please, one card. Wow, did you see how this came out? Travel companion. Meet new companions on an uncharted journey. You made new friends, or you connected with someone that maybe is not someone you usually connect, but at the time that you needed the most company. We'll dive in a little bit more. We'll see how it feels and we'll clarify after. What is in the present for Scorpios, please? What's in the present? The key of the heart. Unchain your mind and find freedom. Dealing with some restrictions, maybe dealing with some self-doubts, or trying to resolve a matter, a question. We will see how it feels. What's in the future? What you don't see? Two cards came up. Wow. Rose, special energy, and guardian of the heart. Guard your mind and find inner peace. Beautiful. And I absolutely adore this Oracle deck. It was the first one that I bought when I started the channel, and I still love it absolutely to bits. So in the past, as I already mentioned, how it feels. Maybe you had to go through certain period or through something that you expected. This is how it feels intuitively, that you will be alone on your own. However, it didn't happen like that. Somebody was around you, could be a friend, a mentor, somebody that, as I said, you didn't expect, or maybe you connected with someone unexpectedly and you shared something which made you feel quite more relaxed, or quite more secure, safe at the time when you expected to be alone in this specific journey experience. And it almost feels like it gave you warmth, and as I said, it gave you a lot of comfort for the time. It also feels that you learned a lot from this person or from the experience itself. So yeah, this is what I can say for now. We'll clarify. At the present, the key of the heart. Unchain your mind and find freedom. The card speaks for itself. So for some of you, it can be that you feel restricted where you are. You don't feel that you can even express yourself. You don't feel free, whether that can be at work, family, or relationship connections. However, this card speaks more like the Eight of Swords for me, which is a lot to do with self-imprisonment by the mind and emotions. So it does speak about changing your perceptions, changing patterns, maybe freeing yourself, but usually this means mentally and emotionally. So you're not really chained, you're not really restricted, you're not really stuck, but you're putting these limitations on yourself, whether it's about doing something, progressing with something, or removing yourself from somewhere. Maybe you have self-doubts, maybe you have other fears or concerns, but it's all in our mind. This is how it feels. The future that you don't see, Rose, special energy, and guard your mind and find inner peace. I don't know why, but for some of you, maybe it's not going to be for a lot of you. Wherever you are, or if you're dealing with certain people or person that feels restrictive to you, is something that you are starting really to rebel. It feels very heavy. So what is going to happen in the future is that you will start making certain changes internally. You will start maybe connecting more with your intuition, or keeping more positive state of mind, the special energy, which will give you a lot of high vibrations and drawing more high vibrations towards you. Also, the rose oil is with the highest vibrations of all. So it is actually a fantastic oil to use, or products with the rose oil. I'm using it myself. And by the way, I want to tell you a very interesting story. I didn't know myself about the rose oil necessarily, but I started really, I didn't like rose perfume smell odor at all throughout my life, and lavender. The two that I don't know why I did not enjoy this in perfumes or other products much at all. So I've never been using them, and suddenly around 3 years ago, I started my journey and awakening and all these spiritual works quite a long time earlier than that. But I started really liking a lot. First, it was the lavender, to the point where I started buying things. I even got pots with lavenders in my place, buying them regularly, and I couldn't understand from where this came, because for many years, I literally couldn't stand it. I started buying soaps, so on and so forth, whatever I can. Recently, a year later, this started happening, maybe beginning of last year or the year before. The same happened with rose. I started getting addicted, to the point where most of my products now that I'm using are with rose oil. And even in my perfume, I understood, I started loving one type of perfume, and I read what it contains, and of course I found out it's rose. So at later stage, I stumbled on information about the rose oil that in spirituality is with the highest vibration, and I was stunned, because I already couldn't understand what's happening with myself, why I'm attracted to these two specific aromas, and it just clicked to me. So for some of you, maybe you're experiencing the same thing, so you know what it is all about. You're raising your vibrations, and obviously you're attracted to it. The more you use it, the more you're attracting more of these vibrations, very healing energy. But also for others, if you are trying to draw more positive energy, more healing energy, maybe it's a good idea to put maybe roses in the house, or as I say, use perfumes with rose or products, etc. So that's very specific. I just wanted to say it, so mentioned it. But in any case, a special energy, healing energy, this is how it feels. It will feel like almost however you felt low or lonely or in the darkness. Suddenly you will get this vibrancy. Suddenly you feel this rejuvenation, and it's going to feel almost like a rose blooming out of nothing, out of the darkness. You see exactly how it's depicted. The second card is Guardian of the Heart. Guard your mind and find inner peace. So I started explaining something else, and I want to finish it now. For some of you, again, a specific message. I'm sorry, but this is how these readings with these cards, I get very specific messages for whatever reason. For a lot of you, it feels that you might be among people or in a situation that there is some battles and conflicts going on, or for others can be just internal conflict happening. So the card is very clear that you have to guard your mind and find your inner peace. But this card, the way it speaks to me, is actually saying actively protect your mind and inner peace and work on that, meaning practical steps about balancing yourself, your mind, your emotions, and guarding your peace. Practical steps can be anything. As I said, already spoke about the oils. It can be meditation, it can be listening to certain frequencies, it can be breathing exercises, walking in the nature, but all connected with nature, with frequency and vibrations. Yes? So this is what you don't see coming, that actually suddenly you will be pulled towards the right energy, the right direction to do that. You will be pulled. I mean, the guardian of the heart, even see it shows this enlightenment on the top. It's like this person is enlightened and he's guided. Also, these flowers here blooming and again all lightened like magically. So it feels that this person is actually guided by unseen powers. How to guard himself, where to go, what to do. So it feels that for a lot of you, maybe you will feel it. You will feel it or you will understand it. And it is going to be kind of easy, getting easier and easier and easier. Very interesting. Let's clarify here the past travel companion. What was this all about? Even though I did speak quite a lot about that, but let's clarify with the tarot. Let's see for Scorpios, your sassy, gorgeous Scorpios. Justice. What did I tell you? Justice, yes. Now, some of you could have been dealing with the court situation, legal matters. Justice, of course, balancing of the scales. And depending on the experience, whatever you were dealing with, it could have been a stressful time situation. But as I said, you expected to be on your own, but you weren't. So you were very grateful about that. And I think that you benefited from this person or from the whole experience a lot. Even if it's only like almost restoring faith in everything, that you weren't alone when you needed to be supported, and something somehow miraculously, it's not by miracle, of course everything is happening for a reason, but if you felt like it's a miracle that you actually went through this not alone like you expected, was like a gift from God. Yeah, so but in any case, the justice was served, the scales were balanced. You know your story best, what was all that about. Libra card. But yeah, it feels that you benefited a lot. You were thankful at the later stage a lot about that outcome of the whole thing. Or even for some of you, it can be that you almost made amends with someone that you were battling with. I mean, justice was served, but it feels that the way the justice was served was really fair. Like forgiving and serving justice. But this is very specific again for some of you only. King of Pentacles, Leo Virgo card is clarifying the key of the heart. A very stable energy. Best builder, best investor in the tarot. Also, he's very wise and intelligent how to invest his energy. And because we are having a lot of cards here speaking about energy, I already spoke about that for the outcome, the future. Here again, it feels like a lot of matters about energy and investments. Even money is energy. So the King of Pentacles is very, very wise and fantastic at building for the long run, for the long term, and achieving the best results he wants. He knows how much to invest, where to invest, with whom to invest. He never rushes through. He is never acting out of emotions or anything of the sort. He's very, very stable. The King of Pentacles, for me, he is almost on par with the Emperor. Very strong energy. And the Emperor is the top of the pyramid. If you know tarot, I'm sure if you're watching this, you have a lot of knowledge about the cards. Emperor is the top of the pyramid. Beautiful energy as well. Successful, wise, the best, the top, so on and so forth. But for me, the King of Pentacles is almost on par. Of course, he's still the king, not the Emperor, but he is almost on par as an energy, as per me. So a beautiful, very structured energy, organized, clever, eyes on the prize, focus, stability, beautiful investments. He's very abundant, he's very rich, and by the way, he is a very good mentor. Everyone is studying from him how to do things, how to achieve things. Beautiful. Let's clarify the outcome. What is this beautiful special energy here, and guarding your mind and finding the inner peace that you need? Let's clarify. Two cards came. Hierophant and the High Priestess. OMG, the cards are absolutely on point. I cannot believe it. Look at this. Hierophant is, of course, the biggest structure in the tarot. Absolutely amazing card, speaking about stability, security, your orthodox traditions, power, organizations. Card number 5, stability, Taurus again. And we have the High Priestess, third eye, the Akashic records. She is the shaman of the deck. She is connected with everything unseen. She knows it all. Also speaks about keeping secrets. So they can be a little bit opposing scenarios here for some of you. For some of you that you are dealing with a specific organization, structure, settlement that you are not feeling completely free and satisfied. We already spoke about that you want to find freedom. You will be aligning yourself. You will be finding the right way to handle yourself, firstly, your inner world, your inner peace. And you will be doing everything in a very, how can I say, the word came holistic. I don't know if it's the right word, but it will be almost like a spiritual way of doing things. Just really listening to intuition, how to deal with everyone or with the situation that you are in, so you can find your inner peace and you can do the things you want to do and live the life you want to live. But also, as I said, the High Priestess keeps secrets. So you will either not disclose what you're doing, what you know, and that you know how to do certain things, or yeah, that's what it is. I'm not getting anything else but that you will just keep it secret. Whatever you will be doing for yourself, which is very personal, it feels like, you will not be disclosing it, and this is the right way. For others, as I said, if you're not in a structure that you want to get freedom from, or just feel more freedom within this structure, organization, settlement, can be connection, relationship. For others, it feels that you are building your own kind of almost empire. You will go about it very holistically, in a very holistic way, very intuitively. You will have this inner knowledge, what you're doing and where you're heading. You'll be very structured, and again it feels that you will not be sharing with people what you're doing. Again, very specific messages. Very specific messages. So let's pull one last card from the oracle for you. Sassy Scorpios. 2 cards came. Black Cat and Sky City. People who are silent may have something brewing inside them that you wouldn't believe. Secrets are here, I told you. Yeah, maybe you will be also understanding things, because the High Priestess, as I said, she's the shaman of the deck. She can connect with unseen powers, and she knows things, she understands things, she senses things, she sees things. And Sky City, the Sky City of your dreams is waiting to be explored. What did I tell you? It feels that for some of you, you are building your own structure, your own, so to speak, empire, your own world, the way you want it, with your own rules, and you will be keeping this in secret. You will not be revealing what you know, what you're doing. This is how it feels. And you're in a very powerful energy. You're in the King of Pentacles, very powerful energy. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, interesting reading. I'm going to pull you one more oracle Let me see. I want to pull you spirit animal. Let's take them out. Spirit animal, show us here for August for Scorpios. What don't they see yet? Hidden messages for you. Too many cards. All right. 3 cards came out. Take them. All right. Hummingbird, cougar, and elephant. I'll read them for you. I just want to show you. Hope you see them all. Okay. Hummingbird, lightness. It is time for you to pursue your dreams with determination. What did I tell you? It feels like that for some of you, that you are starting to do something. Might not be an easy thing, where you are, what you're doing, but you're doing it. By doing this, you will make them a reality. Joy is just around the corner, but you have to believe that it is possible to manifest your vision. Stop waiting and doubting. I believe you are. You are freeing your mind. You're stepping into a very powerful energy, the King of Pentacles. You are balancing, guarding your mind, your inner peace. And even again, this special energy here. Something is going. You will start feeling this flow within you. Whether it's healing, unblocking energy, maybe even healing your mind and your emotional state, unchaining it, and then you will start feeling this flow, unblocking everything, right? Cougar, creativity, I wanted to say. So Cougar, leadership. You have come into your own power. I cannot make this up. Look at this. So you have come into your own power. Now is the time to take the lead of a situation and be strong, using the power of intentions. Be clear with your purpose and define where you are heading, and you are doing it. King of Pentacles is here, the Hierophant, High Priestess, very, very structured card. They're very strong. This is not an energy to mess with. Elephant, forgiveness. If you are feeling angry about a past issue, the elephant is asking you to discover the more vulnerable feelings behind that anger. You are being asked to forgive and be gentle with others. Very clear wording. You know your story best, but absolutely amazing. You can pause and read the cards yourself. Very, very interesting story here. I hope that it's of help and service for you. Again, thank you for joining me. I'll see you very soon. Peace in the mind, love in the heart.